Hello and namaste to you all my dear students. Today I would like to welcome in this social studies class addressing grade 4 students. My dear students, I hope all of you are very safe and sound there and very ready for today's class, right? So my dear students, before moving today's class, let's have a short revision about our previous class. My dear students, we have got many classes of social studies previously too, and I hope you all have remembered all those lessons which we have gone through. If not, let me revise you shortly. Let me remind you, okay? So, my dear students, in previous class we have already discussed about our neighbors, help to neighbors, isn't it? And not only that, we have also gone through some of the proper use and care of our things too, right? Not only that, we have even gone through some of the festivals which we are celebrating in our society. And lastly, we have gone through a short story which was all related about obedience, right? Do you remember these all? Okay, I hope you are remembering these all the things which we have already completed in our previous class. Now my dear students, let's talk about today's class. What are we going to do? Today there we have got a new topic, as you can see here at the board, that is importance of my birthplace. Okay, then let's know what are we going to do, what activities we are going to do in today's class. My dear students, in today's class, first of all, we will go towards some of the words which will be very helpful to enrich your vocabulary power, right? So first we will go through words and meaning. After that, there is a quotation and a short story related to it. Yes, and after that we will have our topic discussion about our birthplace. Okay, and there is a picture for you. We will go through picture discussion as well. And then at last, for your evaluation, we will go through some exercise too. So my dear students, I hope all of you are very ready over there to get some knowledge or something about today's topic. So my dear students, as I have told you before, so at first we will be moving towards the words and meaning. So shall we go for it? Okay, very good. Now my dear students, let's have a look on the board, and these are the words here, okay, which help you to make your vocabulary power nice. Okay, good. So let's have a look on the words, and there I have got meanings too. Okay, so let's read it. So first word is here, dazzling, dazzling. Okay, once again I will read for you. Okay, dazzling, dazzling. And have you heard this word before? Yes, you might have heard. And what about the meaning? What's the meaning of the word dazzling? Okay, it is bright. When there is full of light, bright is there, we can say as dazzling too. Are you clear? Okay, now the next word is also here. It is desired, desired. desired, desired. Yes, what's the meaning? Wished for something. Desired means wish for something, or it is just like hoping something, expecting something, right? Okay, then the next word is also here, that is patriotism, patriotism. Once again I will read for you. Okay, patriotism, patriotism. Okay, this might be a new word for you. Okay, if so, then let's see the meaning. What is the meaning of the word patriotism? Right? Okay, so here it is. Love and loyalty for one's country. Okay, see here the meaning, my dear students. The meaning of the word patriotism is love and loyalty for one's country. Okay, it is just like loving our country. Yes, and being loyal to it, being honest to our country. Now, my dear students, there is a next word for you. That is last but not the least. Okay, it is REFORMS, reforms. Okay, you might have heard or used these words many times, right? So here, what's the meaning of reforms? That is progress and improvement. If there is something to be progressed or improved, that we can say as reforms. Okay, now my dear students, I hope you all are very clear with the words and their meanings, which will be very helpful in your teaching learning activities, right? And then now it's time for some another activities. Now, my dear students, I would like to drag your attention towards one quotation here. Like you can see here something written. Yes, it is written in Sanskrit language. Okay, so let me read for you. It is a quotation, Sanskrit quotation. Okay, it is Janani Janma Bhumischa Swargadapi Gariyesi. Once again, it might be new for you and even feeling difficult too. Don't worry, okay? I will make you understand each and everything about it. So, the quotation is Janani Janma Bhumischa Swargadapi Gariyesi. Okay, my dear students, this is new for you. I will make you clear about you, okay? This quotation or this saying is taken from our religious epic Ramayana. Have you heard about it? Yes, I am sure you might have listened about our great religious epic Ramayana. Okay, and this quotation is related to an event there in Ramayana. Okay, so here is a short story related to this epic. Okay, so here what happened? You might have known in Ramayana, Lord Ram was there. And Sita, Lakshman, Ravan, isn't it? These are the main characters in Ramayana, right? And what happened? What incident, important incident has taken place? Do you know? Okay, the wife of Lord Ram, Sita, she was very beautiful. And one day, Ravan saw her and he kidnapped her. Yes, you know it. You might have heard this also. Okay. So, when Sita was kidnapped, there Ram and his younger brother Lakshman were there. Yes, and they saw Sita everywhere, and lastly they came to know that Sita was kidnapped by Ravan and he has taken Sita to his city, his country, Lanka. Right? After that, what happened? Do you know? There was a big war with Ravan and Ram. And in that war, what happened? Okay, Ram won the war. He defeated Ravan. Okay, Ram killed Ravan in that war. And what happened? Do you know? After Ravan was dead, there was no king in Lanka. So that what happened? There was brother of Ravan. He was Bibhishan. Yes, and Bibhishan was also helping Ram in the war. He was not helping his own brother Ravan. Okay, because Ravan was not good. He was not good, isn't it? He has kidnapped other girl, Sita, isn't it? So that Bibhishan was also helping Ram and Lakshman in that war. Yes, so that after the death of Ravan, Ram and Lakshman, both of them, they made Bibhishan as the king of Lanka. Yes, and after that, one time Bibhishan invited Ram and Lakshman to visit his country Lanka. and Lakshman and Ram were there, and they visited all over Lanka. And do you know, my dear students, Lanka was a very beautiful country. Many things were there, so big buildings with golden windows, isn't it? And everywhere different types of dazzling flowers were blooming there, and the roads were very much neat and clean. The city Lanka was so beautiful. Yes, and after visiting Lanka, what did Lakshman say? Do you know? That Lakshman said to Ravan that he doesn't want to return to Ayodhya. Ayodhya means their country, their home, their birthplace, right? And he said, Lakshman said to Ram, he wanted to live forever in that Lanka. Why? Because it was very beautiful. Yes? And after listening that from Lakshman, what did Ram say? Do you know? Then Ram spoke this quotation. As he said, Janani Janma Bhumischa Surgadapi Gariyasi. And let me tell you the meaning of it, okay? My dear students, you might be confused there, but don't be confused. When Lakshman said that he don't want to return to Ayodhya and he want to settle there in Lanka, then Ram said, Janani Janma Bhumischa Surgadapi Gariyasi, which means our mother and motherland, where we have got our birth, where we are born, they are as greater as heaven. Heaven means, do you know? Yes, obviously you might have heard, isn't it? So my dear students, you have to understand by this such religious incident or a story that our mother and the motherland, they are as greater as heaven. There isn't any other place in the world which are more beautiful and which are more valuable than our birthplace. Right? Okay, did you get? Okay, very good. Now, my dear students, after this such story, such religious story, now let's move towards our topic, that is importance of birthplace. Okay, for that you have to look here on the chart. Okay, my dear students. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, importance of my birthplace. Okay, the place where we are born is called our birthplace. Okay, you might know it. Okay, the place where we are born, that is called as our birthplace. Do you know your birthplace name? Yes, everyone must know where are they born, right? And listen here, it is where we belong to. Okay, birthplace is the place from where we belong to, from where we are born, right? Our birthplace is our identity. Listen, my dear students, our birthplace is our identity. If we don't know or we forget our birthplace, then we cannot identify ourselves. Yes, we cannot say from where we belong to, isn't it? And birthplace is our identity, so that it is very important for us. If we forget our birthplace, then we cannot identify ourselves among other people. And another thing, we might have got many things from our birthplace. So that also our birthplace is very important for us. We should never forget our birthplace. Right? And then what's here? Listen here. Thus, our mother and motherland hold a very important place in our life. Listen, my dear students. Everyone, you know how important is our mother. Think for a while, okay? We will not be here in this world if there was not mother. Isn't it? So that mother holds very important place in our life, in our heart. Can you forget your mother ever? No, never, isn't it? So that we cannot forget our mother in our whole life, wherever we go, whatever we do, isn't it? In the same way, motherland, our birthplace, is also similar to our mother, whom we should never forget. Yes? So here, let's see. We should love our birthplace as we love our mother. Do you love your mother? Yes, obviously, too much you love your mother, every one of you, isn't it? In the same way, we have to love our birthplace, our motherland, or let me say you, our country. Our country is considered as our motherland, right? So, whenever we are here in this world, we cannot forget our mother. In the same way, we should not forget our motherland too. Because these two, mother and motherland, they have similar value in our life. Without them, we cannot be here. Yes, we cannot identify ourselves, isn't it? So that as mother is important in our life, in the same way, motherland or our country is also important for us. Did you get me? Yes, I hope so. Now here, we should be proud of our country, Nepal. Listen, my dear students, there are many things, many special things are there in our country, in our motherland, which make feel us very proud as we are Nepalese, as our motherland is Nepal. Are you clear? Okay, so my dear students, now let's see some of the special things which make us feel proud about our motherland, our country, our birthplace. Okay, so here are some few points. There are so many things we cannot be able to explain you what special things are there in our country, but I have tried some few of it to make you just understand or remind the importance of our birthplace. All right? Okay, so here I have written countries of Himalayas with the world's highest peak, Mount Everest. See, my dear students, as we are discussing about specialities of our birthplace, our motherland, our country, isn't it? Then we should never forget that our country, Nepal, is country of Himalayas, where the world's highest peak, Mount Everest, is located. Do you know it? Yes, you might have learned about it, isn't it? So that also we can feel proud of our birthplace, our motherland, that we have the world's highest mountain. Mount Everest is also there, and not only Mount Everest, there are many other high mountains found in our country, located in our country, right? And what's the next point here? Birthplace of Lord Buddha. Okay, you know who is Buddha, what he has done. Yes, so here our country, Nepal, is also called the birthplace of Buddha. That means the founder of Buddhism, right? Who is also known as Light of Asia. And not only that, he is also counted as for the peace. Yes, such like great person was born in our country, in Lumbini. You might have known about it, isn't it? So that we can be proud of our country, as it is the birthplace of Lord Buddha, who is also known as Light of Asia, right? Okay, then the next one is also here, very rich in cultural and natural resources. My dear students, you might have known our country, Nepal, it is very rich in cultural and natural resources. You can see many cultural, different, unique culture in our country, which can identify us in the world, right? Not only that, there are many natural resources also, like water resources, isn't it? Forest. We have already gone through the Himalayas, isn't it? Different natural resources are also found in our country. So that also we can be proud of. We can feel proud of our country. Okay. Next one is also here, country with unity in diversity. My dear students, Nepal is country with unity in diversity. You might have known in our country different caste of people are living there with different religion, different language, different costumes, isn't it? Yes, but as a whole there is unity in diversities. Though there are many differences among the people, they are united, they are single. Okay, so that also we can feel proud of ourselves. Yes, you might have known in our country there isn't any misunderstanding on the caste, religions, isn't it, languages, festivals. Yeah, so we can say Nepal is a country with unity in diversity and we can feel proud of ourselves, right? And next one is also here. This is the birthplace of great warriors. You might have known some history about our country. Yes, you might have listened the name of great warriors like Balabhadra Kunwar, Amar Singh Thapa, isn't it? They sacrificed their life to protect our country. They fight for our country. So our country is an independent country. So that also we can be very much proud of our country, that we have taken birth in such a country where great warriors like Amar Singh Thapa, Bhakti Thapa, they have taken birth here. Yes, my dear students, okay, these are the few points which make us feel proud about our country, to born in this land, right? Okay, my dear students, lastly here is something, listen. We should be very responsible and loyal towards our country. Listen, we have got many things from our country, our birthland, our motherland, isn't it? So we have some responsibilities, some duties too, which we have to perform towards our motherland. Okay, that is, we should be very much loyal towards our country. We have to work for development. And each and every time we need to think for development, for the betterment of our country and even for the protection of our country too. And it's our prime duty. That means, listen my dear students, being the Nepalese, okay, it is our prime duty, main responsibility that each and every time we have to think for the development, betterment of our nation, which can make us feel more proud to be a Nepalese citizen, right? Okay, my dear students, I hope now you are clear about the today's topic. Okay, so my dear students, now let's have a short thinking about one exercise. Let's think, okay, shortly we are going to think about a question there. What would you like to do for your motherland when you grow up? Okay, let's think. Yeah, different people might have different thinking. From the lesson or the today's class, we have come to know that we have to serve our nation as we are serving or loving our mother, isn't it? Each and every time we need to think for the development of our motherland. Yes, in the same way, just think, okay, when you grow up, what do you want to do for your country, your motherland? Okay, I hope you might have think. Some of you might be thinking, I will be a great doctor and I will help the people who are suffering from different diseases and serve my nation, right? Okay, other students, they might have got other thinking. Okay, whatever your thinking is, it must be related with our mother as well as our motherland. All right? So, this one you can do as your writing homework. Okay, my dear students. So, finally, let's have a review of today's class. Today, we have gone through words and meaning. After that, we enter in a quotation which is taken from our great epic Ramayana. We have heard a short story related to it. After that, we went for a topic discussion as the topic was importance of my birthplace. And finally, you have got one question as your assignment. Okay, my dear students, I hope you enjoyed today's class and got many knowledge about the importance of our birthplace. Okay, this was for today, and in next class I will be there with next topic. Till that time, have a good day.